The midday sun beat down Iluru, a beautiful village nestled among rolling hills and tropical bamboo trees. In the village, there lives a kind and brave young farmer named Adisa. Everyone knew Adisa for his hard work and friendliness, and always ready to help anyone in need. His love for the land couldn't be beat, and his crops were the finest in all of Iluru. In the same village lived an adorable and beautiful girl named Mojisola. Mojisola was the daughter of the village chief, a wise but strict man named Chief Afolabi. Mojisola had a gentle heart and loved to sing by the river. Adisa and Mojisola had known each other since they were children. As they grew older, their friendship blossomed into a deep and pure love. They would meet secretly by the river, where they shared dreams of a future together. However, there was a big problem. According to the village's ancient traditions, the chief's daughter could only marry someone of noble blood, and Adisa was but a humble farmer. On the other hand, Chief Afolabi had already promised Mojisola's hand in marriage to Obafemi, the son of a wealthy and influential family. Obafemi was arrogant and cared only for power and wealth. Mojisola's heart sank at the thought of marrying someone she did not love, because she's already in love with Adisa. One moonlit night, by the river, Adisa and Mojisola made an agreement to fight for their love, no matter the obstacles. They decided to speak to Chief Afolabi, hoping he would understand their love and change the old ways. The next morning, Adisa and Mojisola approached the chief. Adisa spoke bravely, "Good morning, sir. My name is Adisa and I am in love with your daughter. We both love each other deeply, and we ask for your blessing to marry." The chief's face turned dark with anger. How dare you?" he thundered. Our traditions are sacred. My daughter will marry Obafemi, whom I've chosen for her, and that is the final." Adisa and Mojisola were heartbroken but determined. They decided to further seek the counsel of the village elder, Baba Ige. Baba Ige was a wise old man, respected by all. He lived on the outskirts of the village. When Adisa and Mojisola arrived at Baba Ige's hut, they told him everything. He listened quietly, his eyes filled with empathy. "A love is a powerful force," he said. "But so are the traditions that bind us. Sometimes, to change the world, one must be willing to face great challenges." Out of compassion, Baba Ige then revealed a hidden family secret. Adisa's mother, who had passed away when he was a baby, was actually the daughter of a great warrior, making Adisa of noble blood. This secret had been kept hidden to protect Adisa from the enemies of his grandfather. With this new discovery, Adisa and Mojisola returned to the village. They shared the truth with the villagers, who were shocked but began to see the love between Adisa and Mojisola in a new light. Chief Afolabi, however, was not easily swayed. He called for a council meeting to decide the fate of Adisa and Mojisola's love. As the council gathered, rumors of mutiny stirred among the villagers, who had grown weary of the old traditions that stifled their happiness. As the council fixed a day to make their decision, Obafemi, filled with jealousy and rage, plotted an evil plan to get rid of Adisa. He hired mercenaries to capture Adisa and take him far away, hoping that with Adisa gone, Mojisola would have no choice but to marry him. However, one of the villagers overheard Obafemi's plan and quickly ran to warn Adisa. Adisa with his friends devised a plan to outsmart Obafemi and reveal his true nature to the village. On the day of the council meeting, as the elders debated, Adisa stood before them. He spoke with courage, "A great elders, Chief Afolabi, I have something to show you all." Suddenly, the doors burst open, and the mercenaries who had been tricked by Adisa and his friends, dragged Obafemi in, exposing his treachery. The villagers gasped in shock, and Chief Afolabi's eyes widened with disbelief. "This Obafemi is not worthy of my daughter," Chief Afolabi finally said, realizing the depth of his mistake. "Adisa, you have proven your courage and nobility. If you truly love Mojisola, then you have my blessing." The village erupted in cheers. The old traditions were challenged that day, and a new era began for Iluru, where love and fairness triumphed over rigid customs. Adisa and Mojisola stood hand in hand, as the villagers rejoiced in the newfound freedom from outdated traditions. Their love had brought about a change that no one thought possible. With Obafemi's treachery exposed, he was banished from the village, but he left with a vow of vengeance. "This is not the end, Adisa and Mojisola," he hissed as he was led away. "I will return, and you will regret the day you defied me." Adisa and Mojisola were finally free to be together, but the threat of Obafemi's return lingered in their minds. They decided to stay vigilant and work towards strengthening their community to protect it from any future threats. One sunny afternoon, while Adisa was tending to his farm and Mojisola was teaching children by the river, a stranger arrived in the village. His name was Eniola, a traveler and historian. He had heard of the remarkable changes in Iluru and came to learn more. Eniola was welcomed warmly, and he spent his days listening to the villagers' stories and sharing tales of far-off lands. One evening, as the villagers gathered around the fire, Eniola shared a story of a hidden treasure said to bring great prosperity and power to any village that found it. "The treasure is guarded by the spirits of the forest," Eniola explained. "Only those with pure hearts and noble intentions can find it. But beware, for those driven by greed or deceit will face the wrath of the spirits." Intrigued by the story, Adisa and Mojisola saw an opportunity to further strengthen their village. They decided to embark on a journey to find the treasure, hoping it would bring prosperity and protection to Iluru. Baba Ige warned them, "This journey will be fraught with danger and tests of your character. Stay true to your hearts, and you may succeed." With the blessings of the village, Adisa and Mojisola set off into the dense and mysterious forest. The path was treacherous, with thorny vines and hidden pitfalls. As night fell, the forest came alive with the sounds of nocturnal creatures, and shadows danced around them. On their third night in the forest, they encountered an old woman named Abani, who lived in a small hut in the forest. Abani tested their intentions with riddles and challenges, ensuring their hearts were pure and their motives just. "You seek the treasure not for yourselves, but for your people," Abani said, her eyes twinkling with approval. "It's not yet over, though you have passed the first test. But the true challenge lies ahead." Adisa and Mojisola continued their journey. They faced many trials, crossing a raging river, and outsmarting mischievous obstacles. Their love and determination saw them through each challenge. Meanwhile, back in Iluru, the villagers worked tirelessly to fortify their defenses, knowing that Obafemi's threat was still looming. They built stronger homes, and fostered a sense of unity and resilience among the people. One fateful day, as Adisa and Mojisola approached the heart of the forest, they encountered the final guardian, a magnificent oracle with golden eyes. The oracle spoke to them in the voice of a warrior. Only those who possess true courage and selflessness may proceed." Without hesitation, Adisa and Mojisola knelt before the oracle, pledging their lives for the betterment of their village. Moved by their bravery, the oracle granted them passage, revealing the entrance to a hidden cave. Inside the cave, the treasure lay before them, glowing with an ethereal light. It was a chest filled with ancient artifacts, golden coins, and mystical objects that promised to bring prosperity and protection. With reverence and gratitude, Adisa and Mojisola carefully gathered the treasure and began their journey back home. As they emerged from the forest, they were greeted by their jubilant fellow villagers. The treasure was celebrated as a gift from the spirits, a reward for Adisa and Mojisola's unyielding love and bravery. The villagers rejoiced, and Adisa and Mojisola were forever celebrated as their heroes.